All right, let's talk about the blog section on simplicity. What I want to go over is actually making a blog post, whether that's a collage post, a single image post, or a video post. That's what we're going to talk about in this particular tutorial. I'm not going to really cover the sidebar a whole lot, specifically these individual widgets. There'll be a separate video for that. So don't go into this expecting me to go over this area, this sidebar over here. Other than this featured section, I'll talk about that. And then this section real quickly I'll mention because I went over this in another video for the theme options panel. So again, we're just going to talk about posts, and then the widgets, sidebar widgets, will be covered in a separate tutorial from this one. Alright, so let's go ahead and go into the admin, and let's create a new post. So posts, and do add new. Let's see, weddings on a budget, you know, whatever, some kind of stuff. Paste in some dummy text, and then over here I have categories. If you haven't set those up, obviously you set those up as you make your post, or you can go and create new categories. Alright, so I'm going to choose, let's see, bride and groom, and I'm going to go ahead and make a new one while I'm at it. Budget weddings. Alright. Do some tags. I'm going to do featured, whoops, featured weddings, simplicity. How about that? And my tags. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and publish this. It's up to you, and when you decide you want to publish it, you could save draft or whatever, but excuse me, I just want to get a look at, our progress so far. So let's go ahead and view the post. There we are. Here's our box, obviously where our picture would be, and it's completely empty because we haven't uploaded anything. And then here's our text. All right. So let's come back to the blog, and what we'll also see is the title, and then the same thing. This section is missing. All right. And what you will also notice is that the text before the README and all the other meta information, such as the post dates, the tags, and things like that, are immediately set up for you if you don't insert or read more. And I'm going to talk about that real quick. So what we'll see here is we got 4 or 5 sentences, and then we have the README, and then etc. However, if we go down some other sections, some other posts, we'll see there's more than that, and then a README. Okay, so what we do is if you don't insert that, by default, it's going to automatically add that section for you. That way you don't have this big long post unless you want to have that big long post. So to fix that, I would just come in here, and then I would insert to read more. Let me update this. And then now I got a little bit more text, don't I? Okay. Actually, a little more than I would probably want. Okay, and so let's move on. Let's talk about the actual post type, and by post type, I mean, what are we seeing here? Are we seeing a single image? Are we seeing a video? Are we seeing the collage? So let's just start with a normal image. What we'll do is we'll come down to the featured section and then the post type section. We'll see that right here. Okay, and what we want to focus on is post type. And right now it says normal, so that's one single featured image. So if I set my featured image, whether it's from my my computer or already in the library, I'll just come in here, find my picture I want, use this featured image, go ahead and back out, update, and now if I refresh, I should see that picture, which I do. Here we are. So basically what we want to do is choose the kind of post type we want. Collage or video, or a normal one, which we're seeing right now. So let's do, mosaic, my mistake. Mosaic gallery. So if I choose this, I have my one image, right? So I'm going to remove this and start over. And then what I could do is hit my select files. Now this is key. This is not a bug with this particular theme. It's a WordPress thing. WordPress, when doing galleries, it makes you upload it. So you can't go in there and select these that are already installed. So if these are pictures that you've used before, you can't grab them from your media library and then add them for a mosaic in your post. Again, it's not us, it's just by default how WordPress works, and we don't want to mess with that code that may break, or cause potential problems down the road. All right, so let me see, get some images here. I'm just going to do just I have no idea, so I'm just going to grab random 3. All right, once it's all done, I'm just going to save this. We'll see now that it says gallery, which is really important. Now it says gallery because I've uploaded images. Exit out. And there we are. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Really simple. And basically, there's when you're doing this, you're not going to see the image set here. You're not going to see the image set there because basically it's not really a featured image, as it's a mosaic. However, with that said, there's like 2 things I want to point out. Is one, you can actually come here and click this and upload images and do the same thing. Select, upload, hit save, back out, as well as doing it through here. Okay, as long as the Mosaic Gallery is set up. But what's important is this featured image is, let's see, where are we? Weddings on a budget. Okay, see right here it says popular, weddings on a budget. And then featured, see these are blank. These are blank because they don't have a featured image. And this is really going to confuse you and warp your mind. Okay, the featured image does just that. It sets a featured image, as in a thumb preview for whether it's the actual blog post, or it's one of these things right here, or it's these little thumbnails that are missing. Okay, right, like right in here. So since we haven't done that, there's nothing showing up. The only thing we've done is uploaded images for the mosaic. All right, so if I come in here and I click set featured image, and I guess we'll do the heart cookies because those are kind of nice. Use this featured image. Make sure that's in there. And there we are. There's our image. There's our little thumb showing up. Okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and go back to the admin and keep building out this particular post. So that's how we do the mosaic. That's how we do a normal one. Now, what about the video? Let's say you want to post a video. So if we come back and see if I can find the video on here. I think it's right here. There it is. So if we want to view this one, how do we set up a video? Well, pretty easy. Let's go ahead and do what you would think we would do. We'd set this to video. You're still going to need a featured image. Let me stress that. You're still going to need a featured image. So even though we look at this one right here, what's going on? Even though we look at this video here and you're thinking, hey, this is going to take care of my thumbnail. Not true. You're still going to need a picture to show up in these little sections, these little thumbnails here or here, or wherever it may be. You still need to take care of that. So I've done that. I have that picture. We're going to leave that there. Set this to video. And then scroll down, and then you'll see add video as a main thumbnail. So basically what you want to do is paste in your YouTube or your Vimeo link. Alright, so let's go to Vimeo. Let's see. Wedding. So this is what we need right here. Just a simple little link. Drop that in there. Update. Let's come back to the blog. There we are. Very, very easy, yes? All right. So we got that knocked out of the way. Let me go ahead and put this back to normal. Update. Next, we have our related posts. Okay, so what we'll see is if I scroll down here a little bit, let me find one that actually has it set up. Looks like no one has it. Here we are, just a bit more. So these are related posts for the Beautiful Wedding Galleries post. So really easy. If you want to actually have related posts, you just basically choose which ones you want. It's not going to automatically pick them or choose them for you. It's more of a manual setup. So every post you've made will show up in here, and you just find it. So I'll do, let's see, this one, and this one. Click Add. At least I thought I clicked Add. Oh, there we are. Update. Let's come back. And here we are. Oh, we gotta get rid of this one. It's got the same picture, doesn't it? Little redundant. Pop that one out. Delete, and let's do this one. See if we got something different in there. There we are. Really, really, really easy. Okay? Next, what we want to focus on is actually publishing, date, arrangements, and that kind of thing. Now, I know those videos, those one-on-one videos I gave you, talk about these things, but I just want to touch base real quick on setting these things up. Over on the right, we have the publish date. Okay, so if you look at this, you know, we had this first, maybe you want it to be posted at a different date. So the easiest thing would be to do, would be come over here and hit edit, and then maybe I do change the month, the date, the time, whatever. And if I update this, now here we are. Now I'm at a later date. Okay? So that's that. Really easy. As well as if you look over under the post section, we'll see reorder. If I click this, this is even easier as opposed to me going in there and changing the date. I'll just drag and drop this. So the one we just did was, what was the one we were working on? Weddings on a Budget. I'll just drag this up. So then now the date doesn't even matter. So you could have an older one, an older date, and then you're like, well, maybe I don't want that one to show up here. I don't want that one to show up there. I can rearrange this regardless of date. So I can come and do this. Now I just drag and drop and updated my posts. Alright, so really, well, let me drag this up. Get this one at the top. I missed that last time. So boom, there we are. So you can reorder regardless of date if you want to. Now, let's talk about the featured section here, and then these 6 boxes down here. And real quick, I did a video covering these in the theme options panel video, so if you've forgotten, check out the theme options panel video, but I will go over this real quick on these 6 right here. If I come to theme options, blog, no, I'm going to cover 2 things actually. We'll see show footer faves, yes or no, do not show, and then you can actually choose how many you want to show. Maybe you don't want 6, maybe you only want 3. So I've just set 3. Now I only have 3. Or maybe you don't want it at all. Okay, then your title for that section, excuse me, that's this. And then what category, this is very important, don't forget this, what categories is pulling from. Okay, so right now we have all topics. So let's go back to the post we've been working with, which is Weddings on a Budget. Let me fix this date just because. Okay, so we got Weddings on a Budget, and what we want to do is have it actually show up in one of these 6 boxes. Now you only get 6, so right now I have 6 already showing up in here. Alright? So you can't have 9, you can't have 12, you can only have 6. So I have these 6 right here. So if I want these to show up, or posts to show up, excuse me, and there, what I want to do is select the category that I've chosen for that particular post, or excuse me, for that section down there. So right now it's all topics. That's the one I've set. So if you remember, I'll go back real quick so you can see it again. Blog, theme options, blog, footer, faves category. I have all topics. Back to weddings on a budget. Here's my categories. I have all topics selected. Okay. Here it is. So what's going to happen is if you have 7, you have 8, you have 9, whatever selected, but it only shows 6, it's going to bump out the most recent or the oldest one. It's going to bump it out and replace it, and you'll see that's what's happened here. It's bumped it out. So if I come and undo this one, now it's back in there. Okay? So really easy. Next one is the featured section, and this works off of the featured tag. Okay, so if I come to the posts, we'll see featured right here in my tags. You'll see right here, see this right here? Featured. That's a tag I've added. So weddings on a budget. Weddings on a budget. See that right here? If I come in here and I delete this, gone. We'll see that it's now gone. Yes? Alright. Now again, beginning of this video, I mentioned going over these widgets, setting up these widgets and stuff. We're not covering out this tutorial as a separate tutorial for doing this. So I'll cover that next, but I just wanted to go over how to actually set up your thumbnails, your posts, and getting this section populated and getting this section populated, because you have the control to actually do that on your own. Alright? Okay, I believe that is it for the blog.